Okay, so something that needs to be on your mind as soon as you wake up and even before you go to sleep. What's draining your battery? You need to be on top of that because it could be a social life or lack thereof, love life or lack thereof. Um, it could be your children. Okay, so the same way you have to check and see what your finances is before you decide to go ahead and make a purchase, that is the same value that your energy has. The same energy you're walking around and dealing with people and taking on new things, that is so important. That is a value that you need to be aware of. You need to be aware of anything that you want to buy. When you go into the store, you need to know, well, I'm working with this. When you go out to eat, oh, I'm working with this. I know I could spare this. So that value is something that you need to measure and be on top of. So me personally, I used to work out 3 times a week, 3 days a week, until this coworker of mine. Um, I don't want to use the word fear, so I'm going to use the word stressed. Stressed my entire living situation. You know what I'm saying? Where it was to the point where I was stressed about my whole livelihood. Like, oh my gosh, she making me want to say this job real bad, real bad, to the point where I couldn't go into work on 50%. I can't do that because that stressed me in a way that I'm risking my entire livelihood. So now I don't have to see her 2 days out of my work week. So those 2 days I work out when I get home. But on the days that I have to, that I know I'm going to see her, or I believe that it's going to be one of them days, I work out before I go into work because I need to be, my energy needs to be, it needs to be at a certain percentage when I go in. And on top of that, y'all, what I do for a living, I'm a case manager. I work directly with the homeless. So if you can imagine giving my energy to motivate, to provide resources, to speak to them in a way that is motivational and, humane, and having to deal with someone who's unprofessional and disrespectful, and that's not something that I'm used to. So I recognize in myself that I've come a long way. Okay, so for me to take that on as well as listen to people who I know have a lot on their plate or is coming at me with everything that they already do have on their plate, I have to deal with that. But in the same line of work, she too has to deal with that. But I don't know what she's dealing with when she goes home. It may be something way worse than what I come home to my 2 babies. Y'all want to see my babies? Y'all see my rugrats? They recharge me too. They recharge me. So get you some dogs. Get you some fur babies that just are so ecstatic to see you. Like, get you a journal. But first things first with this battery recharge. What's draining you? And be on top of how much you got going in. Like how much percent, what your percent you're on you have starting your day. And be aware of the percent you're on when you end your day. That is going to be very, very important. If you have any type of intentions on keeping your mind, because in this world, that is a hot commodity. If you have any intentions on keeping your mind, be aware of your value and what's charging your battery, what's draining it. That's going to be very important information for you to now figure out, okay, now how I'm going to charge it. And who am I going to let and allow drain? Because remember, you got background apps open. You got things that you can control and you have things that you don't. What are you going to be in control of?